Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, this is Jim. I'm on my way to go pick my dad up from the airport in Arizona. Out here in Cali, we got traffic. And when I'm talking about traffic, I'm talking about this right here. This is pretty much what I've been stuck in. And if I had him with me at this moment, we'd be in this lane right here, the carpool lane, flying. Alright, so we're still in California, but we've got to the part where it's all farms, it's kind of flat now. This is the boring part of the drive, you know, where there's not much scenery. And it's getting near sunset. It's about 4:50. You know, in the winter it gets a little darker sooner. But keeping you updated, got about 45 miles until I get to Yuma, Arizona, right on the border, and then from there take the 8 a little bit further and then cut up north toward Phoenix to go pick up Mike. So there you go. Well, we finally made it into Arizona. It's about 5:20 on the 20th. So we're hitting Yuma right now. So about 3 more hours and then we'll be over to where he's at.
Alright, how about this for a video? We're going to drive across country. I just left Philadelphia and I'm here in Arizona. Jim just drove from California. He's going to pick me up here and we've got to deliver our car all the way back home. Might be a cool video along the way. We're going to try to drive non-stop, but I'm going to try to give some updates if we see anything cool. And so far on the trip, we were delayed an hour and a half in Philadelphia in the pouring rain. We finally got in the air and I was surrounded by 3 crying kids on the flight the whole time. And it's 1 o'clock in the morning on my time. And when I go out here and meet Jim, we're gonna start driving and see if we can make it back.
All right, well,
take the exit.
Finally got to the airport. I'm pulling off on the exit right now to go pick him up. We'll see what happens.
Waiting for Jim. I don't even know what his car looks like. I'm gonna have to call him back because I don't know what I'm looking for. He said he's driving a black Kia. Well, so far I've seen about 4 Kias. I've never seen this car, but we're supposedly here any second now. I got him. There he is.
Ready? Oh, yeah, my bad, sorry. What's going on? Right,
so far, so good.
Yeah.
Ready to start this drive or what?
Now I have to, yeah, I'm ready. I mean, I feel pretty good actually.
Yeah?
For driving for 6 hours. Ain't too bad.
So let's get an update here. We're going to vlog this whole thing. Turn this down. So you just left California. How long did it take you to get here to Phoenix?
So I drove from Camp Pendleton to here, and it took me 6 hours.
6 hours to Phoenix, Arizona. Pick me up, and now we're going to get rolling. We just left this airport. See you later. Wasn't that bad. As soon as I got out of the terminal and walked down here, he was here within, I would say, within 10 minutes. So we're going to start this drive now. And is this the correct time, Jim?
Yeah, right there, 9:09.
9. And that did that change with the time zone?
Yeah, the time zone changed.
Okay. All right. So here we go. And you got your directions in? You know where we're going?
Pushing it right now because I had to bring it just to here first. But yeah, we're about to.
Do you know what highway you're getting on right here?
About to just.
You better stop here. I guess we got to put some directions in.
Let's see. Yo.
All right, we're in Payson, Arizona. Looks like a mountain town. It's pitch black here. It's in the middle of the night. We're going through mountains. It looks like it would be nice, but we just can't see anything. But coming through this little town here, of course, there's a gun store and Wild West looking stores. It all looks pretty cool. But we're gonna make a quick pit stop and get a coffee, hit a bathroom at the you-know-where. I don't want to plug them, but we're going to get back on the road here as soon as we can. All right, we're still riding in Arizona, but now we're up in the mountains, I would say northeastern Arizona. And right there's a watch elk sign, which we don't really see that on the East Coast. But we were just driving, and I know it's dark out, but if you can see, dang it, you're not going to be able to see it. But there is snow on the ground here in Arizona, and we just passed a whole herd of elk right on the side of the road, about 15 elk.
So we're in a little town of Holbrook, Arizona.
Just missed the dinosaurs. There were dinosaurs.
Yeah, there's a dinosaur statue somewhere. Oh, there's one right there.
I'm going to get you.
But nothing special. This looks a little, I guess, kind of westerny with some little rundown. But
not like that last town. That
last town was nice.
Real resorty feeling. This feels more industrial.
Yeah. Rocks. Trading post. Pretty cool. So now we're getting ready to jump on Route 40 east, and our next stop will be Albuquerque. So when we get there, we'll update it.
Texas before Amarillo, and there's just windmills everywhere. You go on as far as you can see. I mean, miles and miles. That goes out there all the way out to the horizon. It's nothing but windmills.
Huge.
Double stack, triple stack. I don't even know how many rows there are, but there's
6 wide, I think.
6 across, or
something like that. Remember the
look at the size of those things. But where's all the wires? I don't see any wires. How do they connect it all? Where does it all go?
Yeah, where's the power plant to
it? Shoot, look at all these. Electricity should be free.
Look how fast they're moving too.
They should be paying for electricity around here. And they're moving. Texas still. We just came through Amarillo, Texas, and the topography is just pretty flat. No hills, no nothing, but there's some interesting things. Windmills, kind seen this giant cross. That thing is huge. That's probably, how many stories is that? 6 or 7 stories?
I think that building right there is probably...
That's some church probably, yeah.
Probably like 8 stories tall.
Yeah, that's crazy. Pretty neat. But pretty soon we're going to be exiting Texas and we'll be in Oklahoma soon. So Arizona to New Mexico to Texas to Oklahoma. So far so good. So here's a little bit of Oklahoma. Not nearly as flat as Texas was. It has some draws, some little coulees, and actually has some trees. Like here's a patch here, you can see. So in Oklahoma, you're starting to get a little bit better. Some more farms, but still pretty flat. I mean, there's some hills, but a lot of pasture, and in between the pastures, there's some woods, and a lot more deer. We're seeing a lot more roadkill deer, mule deer, and I think mixed with whitetail, so a little bit of mix of both types of deer. But our little stretch we did through Texas, the top of Texas, was just so flat. Like, look at this nice wooded area here off this side. You can see it.
Dirt bike track. It's a dirt bike track right there.
Yeah. But still no mountains or anything. So Oklahoma, let's see if I can zoom up on this one, has patches of trees everywhere. So a good sign for us. A little bit more diversity of wildlife habitat.
And it seems like the state takes care of their stuff more.
Yeah, and Oklahoma's roads are really nice. As soon as you hit the border between Texas and Oklahoma, the roads were instantly nice. I mean, day and night. Look at these roads. Perfect. It's wintertime, so there's still some trash that blows up along the sides of the highway. It's just so flat and wide open around here. But the roads, night and day, from Texas to Oklahoma. So, it's shaping up a little bit better here. But like I said, look at these nice woods. You can see because of that. All right, we got past to the east side of Oklahoma City, and Oklahoma turned into more of woods now. So it looks like oak flats everywhere with woods, almost kind of what we're used to on the East Coast, but it's a little funny looking because all the trees are kind of short and stubby. They're not real tall trees like we would be used to on the East Coast. Everything's miniature sized, but it's real thick and condensed, real pretty here. I don't know if this is all public land or Indian reservations. I see a lot of Indian names as I'm going through here. So I'm assuming a lot of this is just reservations, and the urban sprawl kind of quieted down. So this is the first time in a long time that we've gotten to some area where there's actually woods and some open space, because we've been driving for a while with nothing, with people. So all you guys on YouTube, if you're watching and you say, I want to drive across west and I want to see what it looks like out here, and there's people everywhere. Everywhere you go, there's people. There's houses and shopping centers and industries and factories. It's just everywhere. Now, this is the road that we're on. We're traveling east on Route 40. And it's been exactly, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's been exactly 24 hours since we started this trip. So in 24 hours, we made it from California all the way almost to the border of Arkansas. And in that whole way, there's people. There's people everywhere. Everywhere you go. I don't think you could drive a 5-minute stretch without seeing some sort of a house or building or farm or shopping center. I think maybe Arizona was the longest stretch where it was woods and desert and rock, a little bit of New Mexico, but since then it's taken to here. And you could do a quick look here. I mean, I can still see houses scattered around in the woods, but at least there's something. But you have this fantasy of what driving across country might be, and seeing all the woods and nature, but there's road construction and roads. It's just overwhelmed with people. There's people everywhere, and it's been traffic. It's been traffic the whole 24 hours. Even in the middle of the night, when it was 2-3 o'clock in the morning last night, it was exactly like this. There was cars everywhere. We were never by ourselves. Constantly changing lanes and going around tractor trailers and cars, trailers, people everywhere. Shame.
Alright, so we're going to talk about some gas prices right now.
So how many times have we filled? We're in Arkansas. We're at the border of Arkansas.
In Oklahoma.
In Oklahoma.
Yep.
And this is our fifth
time.
Fifth time getting gas. And how much is a gallon of gas here?
A gallon of gas here is $1.89.
$1.89.
Super cheap. So I filled up first in California for $3.33 a gallon. That was my first one, which was like $40 because I was on half a tank. And then I filled up again in Phoenix right before I picked you up, and that was $3.03. So then after that, we ended up driving, went all the way through the rest of Arizona into New Mexico. I think when we hit one of those small towns out there, that was $2.89 a gallon. Then we hit gas one more time at the end of New Mexico, I think, or beginning of Oklahoma,
yeah.
And it was $2.06. And now we're at the end of Oklahoma into Arkansas, and it's $1.89.
That's crazy. What's the last time?
So I got 12 gallons. Last time I only got 10 gallons. I think it was like 8 gallons for $21. So now I got 12 gallons for $23, which I think that's a deal.
So if this keeps up, I think the gas cost might be what, around $300
$300
for this car?
Yep.
This is a
Kia Sorento.
Kia.
4-cylinder.
A 4-cylinder Kia Sorento. And it's, what year is it?
2018.
It's a 2018. So you can go, if our calculations are right and the gas prices keep it up, you might be able to drive one of these suckers across the United States for $300.
Which shipping it from California to Pennsylvania is almost $1,000.
Probably
So
around 1,000.
if you're not
$1,200.
If you got the time, you don't mind putting 2,000 miles on your car.
More than that.
2,000, almost 3,000.
Almost 3,000
on your
It's
car.
like 26,000.
As long as it's not a collectible.
Yeah. Who cares?
And it's probably only going to take us about 2 days, maybe.
Yeah, the way we're going.
Well, we might get there the 23rd morning, 22nd.
So we're doing 5-hour shifts a piece. So one guy's driving for 5 hours, the other guy's trying to do some cat naps. You can't really do a solid sleep while someone else is driving. It's just too hard. And I'm always on eggshells when someone else drives, so it's kind of like 5 on, 5 off, and we're just rolling.
Arkansas.
That was Arkansas.
So over here, if you can see it, it's kind of hard because the trees are in the way. But we're in Arkansas, and there's a big lake over there. You can see the cloud of smoke coming out right there. It looks like a nuclear power plant.
The Simpsons.
So here's, I think it says Darndell Lake out here. Well, the trees are in the way. This is out in Arkansas, so it's kind of nice out here. It's we went from flatland to rocky to now wooded, and Arkansas is pretty hilly actually.
A lot of water, a lot of streams, rivers.
Yeah, a lot of water. There's some more over there. There's the other side of the lake. So here we're coming up to a bridge right here. Let's see if we can see this lake better.
Lake
Dardanelle. So we look way back there. It's pretty nice. Got that side over there too, goes underneath. But yep, there's an update on what we're doing so far. We'll probably be in Little Rock in about an hour, around 5:30. So I feel like we're making pretty good time. Yeah.
All right, so what we did, we had to make a command decision. While the weather's still nice, it's been in about mid-50s all day today, and we're supposed to be getting some bad rain, so we're going to make a decision not to stop. And we're going to keep driving continuously, and we're going to do 2-hour shifts. We'll do 2 on, 2 off, because it's the second day of doing this nonstop, so we don't want to get drug out and get in an accident trying to drive a long period tonight. So we'll just do 2 hours at a time, and we'll keep going in. I think by morning we should be really close to PA, almost home, if we can keep this pace going. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to beat some weather while it's still nice. We're going to keep this car moving, because we were going to stay in a hotel, get a good night's sleep, and then drive all day tomorrow. But we're going to stay ahead of that weather. So we're going to, just like General Patton, we're pushing through. So let's do it.
Oh, that's pretty nice. Not overlooking that stuff. I don't know what that is. It's a cool looking building. I don't know what that is.
Church.
Of course, that's a nice church. Yeah, but right now we're also we made it to Little Rock. So it's 5:30. So we'll trade off here in a minute, and then I'll be driving probably part way to make it maybe to Memphis. We'll see how it goes. Check back in.
Alright, we're at Memphis, Tennessee, and we're crossing the Mississippi River now. And it's about 7:30. So how long we drove? We started at 1 till 1. So 24 plus 30 hours. It's taken 30 hours so far to get to Memphis, Tennessee, and crossing the Mississippi River.
Is it 30? Tennessee. That's pretty cool too. Pyramid right there.
Hey, new update. We made it to West Virginia, Charleston, West Virginia. We sailed all the way through Kentucky, and it was just the middle of the night, and it's raining. The rain finally caught up to us. It was a good move to keep driving, because it's just now starting to rain, and it's like 34 degrees. So it might be slippery out there, but we've only got like 5 hours left to go. So we just got gas. This might be our last fill up until we're right at the house. So there was nothing really to show in Kentucky. It was probably nice. The roads were the best roads that,
nice.
the best roads it was Kentucky. Wide open, beautiful, nice blacktop.
There was
no construction.
hills, just slight hills the whole time.
The best roads the whole way across country.
real nice.
Kentucky, without a doubt. And then I'd probably say Oklahoma. Kentucky to Oklahoma so far, tops. But it is freezing cold and raining.
Windy.
And what time is it? It's like 5:30.
5, I think.
5:30 in the morning. So we're gonna get
driving all night.
We're gonna nonstop. So we're gonna keep moving before people start waking up and fill up the highways. So we'll give you another update in a little bit. So here's some video of West Virginia, which I think is just beautiful. It's all hills, and these farmers cut out the sides of hills and actually have pastures on really big hills. I mean, this isn't bad right here, but this is actually pretty flat compared to the rest of it. But most of the stuff around here, it's just amazing what they can do. And the farms are just beautiful. Last leg of the trip. Look at that guy.
Crazy.
Guy's crazy. He's doing like 90 miles an hour, and it's freezing out here, 32 degrees, and it's sleet and snow covering the ground.
90 down a mountain on a turn.
Yeah, going downhill on a turn. Is this Maryland, or is it still
West Virginia?
So this is the end of West Virginia, heading into Maryland, and then we'll be in PA. But of course, snow. Here's some Maryland. Looks nice here. We got out of the snow. I think this is Cumberland, Maryland.
Allegheny Museum.
It's like a little town tucked in along with the water down there, some nice bridges.
Old style mountain town.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. We finally made it back to Pennsylvania. But now that we're going to Pennsylvania, we still probably got an hour and a half to 2 hours just to get home from Pennsylvania. But there, look at that. That's a nice sight to see right there. Bam.
What's going on, guys?
We made it.
Yeah, finally made it.
How many hours?
About 48 if you count the time difference. But if you take the time difference out, we got here in 45 hours. So less than 2 days.
45 hours from California back to Pennsylvania. But here's the kicker. Not one toll. We didn't pay not one toll, bridge, road, anything. We made sure we didn't pay them suckers any money. So we figured it probably cost us, or him,
probably like 300 bucks.
maybe 300 bucks.
Probably less.
Less than 300 to drive this car back home from when he gets out of the military. So we're going to call this a mission accomplished.
Yep.
A cross-country drive in less than 2 days, non-stop, rotating back and forth, just grabbing gas station food. That car didn't shut off except for refueling, and that's all it did. And we made it back. So pretty cool video. Thanks for watching.